Day three, we listened to the Grateful Dead today. Now, I will start out by saying I had no um, experience with the Grateful Dead before today, other than the single they put out in the '80s, "Touch of Grey." I love that song. Thought it was a great song, but I've had no experience with the Grateful Dead before today. Um, and on top of that, I've never really gotten the whole Deadhead thing with their fans, but it wasn't mine to question because I was not a Grateful Dead fan, so I just let people do what they want to do. But I have a friend who's a pretty big Grateful Dead fan, so when I was making this list, I asked him what I should listen to, and he intimated something that I'd already heard before, that the best way to experience the Grateful Dead is live. And so he suggested an album from 1981 called Dead Set, which is basically it's a live album. They're in San Francisco live, and I got to tell you, after listening to it, I still don't get it. This just was not my cup of tea. Um, One thing that did surprise me about the Grateful Dead is the blues influence a lot of their songs seem to have. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know that about the Grateful Dead. But other than that, there was nothing that really appealed to me about their music. There was one song on the album called "Passenger" that I really liked. I liked the groove, and I liked the way, and I just liked the sound of the song. And so I thought maybe, whatever album that's from, maybe that whole album was like that, and I'll like that one. So I went and found that album. It was from 1977, called Terrapin Station. I was hoping that album would sound more along the lines of that song that I like. And no, it doesn't. I just still don't get it. And I've had that conversation with my buddy who's a Grateful Dead fan several times, that I just don't get what the appeal is. And now that I actually listened to two albums today. I listened to the Dead Set album that I set out to listen to. Then I also gave that Terrapin Station a listen, and I just don't get it. It's not for me. There's two songs right towards the end of the album. One's called Space, which is kind of a guitar piece, kind of a psychedelic guitar piece, and the song right before that is called Rhythm Devils, which is a drum solo basically. Just kind of weird. I just don't think it's for me. God bless you if you're a Grateful Dead fan. Knock yourselves out. You can have it all. It's just I don't understand. Just aside from that one song, "Passenger," didn't like anything on the album. So, hey, at least I can say I listened to two different Grateful Dead albums today, and so I'm not talking. I'm no longer talking crap about the Grateful Dead. I have actually listened to them, and I'm just not a fan. So, this one was a bust. So if you're a Grateful Dead fan and you can shed some light on maybe something else I can listen to that might be better. Like I said, I liked their single, "Touch of Grey" in the '80s, and I have not listened to that album that it came from. But I do like that song. So if you're a Grateful Dead fan, you're watching this, and you have some insight for me on another album to listen to, or just whatever, let me know in the comments. If you feel the same way about them, let me know that in the comments too. Otherwise, we'll pick it back up tomorrow with day number 4.